So, Power comes on tonight.
Yes.
How do we feel about that?
Power's a funny show.
A good night. I don't think I would classify it as funny.
It's a funny show to me. It's a funny show to me.
Funny?
Yeah, it's funny.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's as unrealistic in the drug game as Empire is in the recording industry.
Okay,
However, it's entertaining, so it's a funny show.
I love Power.
I know you do.
I love Power. I love Power.
Yeah,
But anyway, I'm looking forward to it.
and I love Naturi Norton. I love Naturi Norton.
Don't say it 3 times.
I love Naturi
Norton. And I just feel like it's a nice little break. Then we can chill on all the corn like Empire.
That's funny.
All the corn like Star.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that. I'm good on that. And I just feel excited that we can finally get down to a little bit of grit. That's what I like. You know I like grit.
Speaking of grit.
No, speaking of
and
corn.
speaking of power.
No, speaking of corn.
Speaking of power. Did you see the 50 Cent interview?
No.
Where he said what I said last week?
What did he say?
He said that Jay-Z obviously isn't done smacking Nas around.
Why did he say that?
He said because, you remember what I said? That he's 50 said, everyone says I'm fucked up because I just do whatever I want to do and I say fuck everybody, right?
Right.
50 said that. And everyone does say that because 50's out of control. He said, but Jay-Z is as fucked up as I am. And the guy says, what do you mean? He said, Jay-Z and Beyonce dropped their album the same weekend Nas did. He said, I ain't even heard a Nas song on the radio.
I know, that just got phased out.
And he did a thing with bottles. It's really good. I'll send a clip. Anybody put like a 50 Cent, and maybe you could see it on he says, oh, Nas, you put down now. He said, and then he sits back in the chair. Jay-Z's like, so Jay-Z on the side just foul as I am. He said, he's a foul M-word, that damn Jay-Z. He's a foul M-word. Didn't I say the same thing?
So you think this was calculated?
Absolutely. I said that the day it came out of nowhere. Oh, here comes the album. He was waiting for the Nas album to drop, and then he dropped his. Hilarious. But anyway, but that was 50 in Power. That was all kind of connected, right?
Sort of, kind of.
Yeah. Sometimes I go on tangents. I'm sorry.
Cop Shot the Kid, though.
That's the only good song on the album. I listened to the whole album. It sounds. You know what that album sounds like? I talked to the producer about it yesterday. He likes it, by the way. But so don't. These aren't his words. I don't want people to think that I'm saying that because
he's banging on the table.
But it sounded like he just stepped in the studio and did R&B remixes for somebody. It's like it doesn't sound like that album in so much because there was so much singing and I didn't like the album and I love Nas.
All right, can we move on?
Cop Shot the Kid was dope. That's a hot joint.
As I was saying, I said speaking of corn, which I was interrupted. I just want to know when Lee Daniels is going to give Dame Dash his money.
I got to tell you.
I just think, you know what? Listen, I don't know if you guys know what's going on, but as far as him giving Dame his money, he said he was, I'm going to just need a date. I just need to know when exactly, because he danced him for how many years? So, for all who don't know who Dame Dash is, Dame Dash is one of the co-founders of Rockefeller Records.
Rockefeller everything.
Okay. When Lee Daniels, who is the creator of Empire and Star, was starting out...
And Precious and The Butler.
Okay.
Those are probably his biggest money makers, actually.
Correct. When he started out making movies and nobody believed in him, he went to Dame and he asked for $2 million to help him launch his career. He was at the time making the movie Precious and wanted Dame to invest. Dame gave it to him. Lee made his money back, probably maybe about 10 times over.
Certainly from Empire.
Right. And all of a sudden, he got ghosts.
Bye.
Right. Precious came out in 2009, by the way, just so we could give you
won Oscars.
Correct.
It was...
Lee Daniels is worth $20 million.
18 now.
Stupid fool. Stupid fool. Actually, maybe 15.
And somebody put Dame Dash was worth -2.
I saw that. He's worth -$2 million. They said
the internet is undefeated,
hilarious.
man. The internet is undefeated. You Google his net worth, it says -2.
Terrible. But anyway, Dame Dash is suing Lee Daniels for $5 million, which he should.
He should be more.
Which he should, because of interest.
It should be more, not just interest. He took his. It's a speculative thing. Like if he put $2 million in Apple stock, you know how much money he would have had. And if he put $2 million in, let's say that Lee Daniels had a production company. It wasn't worth $2 million.
Correct.
It wasn't worth $4 million. It was, so he owns probably 75% of what he should get.
Right.
So he really should get everything. Damn that. Look, I've had people owe me money. I have people who still owe me money, and that video,
you're not getting it. You're not getting interest, and you're definitely not getting it back.
No, definitely not. You just write it off. But at this look, at that point in time, Dame Dash probably didn't need the $2 million.
Right.
Things have changed.
But now he does.
Things have changed. But that's not the point.
No, absolutely. I agree. It's his shit.
And Lee Daniels, did you see the look, the expression on his face?
Well, let me tell you.
I know I'm wrong, Dame.
Let me tell you.
My God, if he could show that in court, he might as well not even go to court.
Well, he doesn't even need to show that in court, because Lee Daniels admitted on camera that he was wrong and that he owed it to him and that he was going to pay him back. All of this he said.
Well, how much money
in an interview.
Have? Those young boys aren't cheap.
But let me
Lee
tell
Daniels
you
spending money now.
What happened. Dame Dash cornered him at a Diana Ross concert. Where else would he be?
The Weather Girls? The Weather Girls, baby.
And he's cornered him, and he scrimped on him at the concert. And you got to see it, guys. Whoever didn't see this video, you got to see it, because Dame looks like he wants to just choke this
but
nigga
you know
out.
what? But you know what? I got so much respect for Dame Dash.
That he didn't put his hands in. Yo, because you know what? He's intelligent.
Yo,
what would he have gained by putting hands on him?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what he wouldn't have gained.
His $2 million. You're absolutely
right.
But that's Dame's not really a street dude, but he tries to be a street dude sometimes, which makes me, he kind of goes to that side.
But he's intelligent.
Yo, the way he handled that was done perfectly.
Absolutely.
He was mad. He got his mad out there, and he wanted to embarrass that man. And there was a reason somebody was filming that.
Right.
That was done brilliantly.
Right.
There's not one person in the world on Lee Daniels' side right now. If he didn't have that video, no one would have believed anything.
You're right.
No one would have believed.
So let me tell you what Lee said in the interview, and this is what I quote. "We're going to squash it, and I feel good about it. He needs it right now.
Yeah, that's foul.
And I'm happy to help him." Because he was helping me.
I wouldn't drop the lawsuit.
What a crab.
If he's not going to give him
crab-ass nigga.
If he's not going to give him $5 million now, I would sue him. I would sue. I would raise that is disrespectful. Don't you agree? That's disrespectful to say some shit like that.
I don't know.
You got rich off this dude's $2 million, and now he needs it. Now he needs it because you ain't paying him, motherfucker. If you had paid him what you owed him. Yo, that's foul.
Not a go. You're not a nice guy, Lee.
That's funny. Where else would he be? He could. All he had to do was walk up and down the Broadway shows. He'd have been at those bloody times.
Not a nice guy.
Where else would he be? Diana Ross. That's the best line of the show. That was.
Speaking of battles.
Did
you see that battle with with Flex and Capri?
The what?
The what?
The what?
4 hours later.
The what? Let me tell you something.
He said the what?
Let me tell you.
Well, okay, now, can I just put people up on what's happening, please?
Please. I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes.
This started all the way last Sunday.
Let me see if I can do it. Look.
You going to try?
All
right, go. This started all the way last Sunday. We touched on it a little bit because you were freaking going crazy about this. I guess since you were in DJ mode. Who knows?
Yes.
But anyway, this started last Sunday when Kid Capri posted on IG that he wants smoke with Flex. He challenged him on IG and behind the scenes, and he was texting him, and Flex posted Kid Capri's text.
Yes.
How old are we? Kid Capri wrote, "Flex, you know you a legend, but you're also a little funny acting when you want to be, even though I still got love for you and respect what you do. But sometimes I don't feel respected and I'm just being real." And Flex responds with, "Ha ha 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 ha. I just thought that. Check out that bus. No, he didn't say that. I just
He didn't do that.
No, he didn't do that. My brother, I don't have to answer to you ever. If I'm funny style, then stop texting me. I'm good. We don't run in the same circle. No friendship lost. Peace, my brother. You can say or do whatever you feel as a man. I don't answer to you, bruh. That's what he replied with. Which it wasn't a fair reply.
Right.
And this continued with Kid Capri on the gram, ranting, using hashtag unfollow Flex, while Flex is on the radio telling stories as to why Kid Capri is so bitter. And I knew there wasn't going to be a battle. Why? We already discussed this, because Flex had absolutely nothing to gain.
Nothing to gain.
He had absolutely nothing to gain. If I was in Flex situation, I think I would have probably handled it the same way. Even though I know that you think that's whack, and I know that you think in your mind, do it for the culture.
No, and I don't think that. I don't think that. I think Flex didn't respond because he's not better.
Do you really think that?
I think he went after Clue in the same manner. You remember?
Yes.
Because he's better than Clue. You notice nobody's throwing rocks at DJ Scratch?
But what?
There's a reason nobody's throwing rocks at DJ Scratch. Because they're going to say, let's battle.
Well, let me just say this. You said this is why he went after Clue.
Right.
He didn't battle Clue.
Clue wouldn't battle him. Clue refused to battle him because Clue has no skills. See, there's a pecking order here. Okay? There's a pecking order here.
Break it down.
Clue went after, Flex went after Clue can't battle.
Right.
Capri went after Flex can't battle. Capri's not going after Mr. C because Mr. C would eat him up. You see what I'm saying? Capri is not going after DJ Scratch. They go for the guys below them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They're not going to go up to somebody who know they're going to lose to. People know their skill level. Now, did you see what they called Kid Capri's version of the battle?
I did not, sir.
Okay.
Well, would you like to tell us about it?
All these guys would need to battle is an iPod and a bullhorn. They don't need turntables.
Serato.
They don't need turntables. They don't need mixers. All they need is an iPod to play.
What is a battle?
A battle to me is I do my set, you do your set.
What do you mean set? Everybody does different things.
We do routines. In my battles, we do routines 3 minutes.
Okay, you do what the term is called juggling.
Turntablism. Right. Scratching, juggling, right.
Okay.
They don't do that. I understand.
Okay.
I understand. But
so
you still...
But like, say, if considering what they do.
Right.
Let's say, tear down a party.
It's totally subjective. See, what we do, what the battle things do, it's more objective. Wow, he did that better than you did.
Right.
You can tell when somebody's better.
But you wouldn't classify as somebody tearing down a party better than someone else?
If you're a DMX fan and he plays 4 DMX songs in a row, you're going to like his set better. Which is kind of crazy to me. And the yelling on the mic gets me to the point where it's like,
hate the yelling,
on, man.
But but that's what the people like. You understand what I'm saying?
But it's a more subjective thing. See, that one you can fill up the room. It's a more subjective thing. It's very different.
Right.
It's a different skill set.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
But you have to have some ability to do something. You can't just play records and yell.
I get
and that's
it.
all Flex can do. Capri's a little more skilled.
But not for nothing, and I will say this, is that Capri is a dope party DJ.
Absolutely, no question.
And so is Flex.
No question. But how do you battle with that?
Because
that's boring.
I'm going to tell you how to battle with that. Because it's about variety. It's about the collection. It's about...
But everybody's got all the same stuff.
Nah, everybody don't, brother. That's what I'm saying. They really don't.
It's Serato now. You have all the same stuff. This isn't like 1985 when you had records I didn't have. Everybody's got the same stuff. And even if it's vinyl, they still all got the same stuff.
Okay, but just out of all fairness, you're going to tell me that your record collection is just as extensive as Flex's?
If I wanted it to be,
but
my
it's
MP3...
Not,
who cares? I don't care about that.
Listen.
But Kid Capri's is.
Correct.
But I don't care about that. That's not what I try to do. You see what I'm saying?
But that's your...
What I do, my genre. Right. Correct. I agree with that.
Right. So, like, you can't compare with what you do with what they do.
Right. But it's not a battle. It's a record playing competition.
Okay.
It's a record playing competition.
Well, how about this? Mm-hmm. It's a battle of playing records.
That's boring. It's boring and almost completely unquantifiable who wins.
You think?
It's so subjective. It's so subjective.
It's a different time, brother.
It is a different time. But even back then, people weren't battling like that.
Did you hear the new Drake Scorpion?
It's like 150 songs.
Wait a minute.
Who has
now.
time
Wait
for
a
that?
minute. Wait a damn minute.
Yes.
Now, for the past 3 weeks, you sat up here and you complain that this one only got 7, and this one only got 7, and this one only got 7.
Yeah, but that's because Kanye did.
Somebody gave you 25, and you're still talking shit.
Yeah, and I bet.
Can we please you in any way?
And I bet you another podcast will probably complain now that 25 was 7 because I heard other podcasts complain about how 7 isn't a song. So people just take all our shit. You know that, right? I'm not calling names or anything, but there's people out there who take our show and are like running with it now.
Oh my! Who are you talking about?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not saying any names because you have friends. I don't. But
my God!
But yeah, but I'm sure next week they'll be talking about 25 is too many songs.
Well, let me just tell you this.
Tell us.
I'm enjoying it. I'm a Drake fan.
Yes.
I don't care who like it and I don't care who don't like it. I'm good with thank you, Drake, for giving me 25 because now I'm good on the summer. I'm good.
I like Drake too.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. And I'll tell you why. Because Drake in that Meek Mill slot nails it. The song is going to be perfect. The presentation is going to be perfect. That dude makes great songs.
Period.
Great songs.
You can say what you want.
Great songs.
Like I told you last week, I told you the week before that when Drake was getting in the beef with Pusha T and all of that. Listen, Pusha T, you won the battle and all of that. You're not going to make me stop liking him.
It's another good example. You're not going
to make me stop liking him.
That's another good example. Like if they battle,
right,
Pusha T's going to win in that respect.
Okay.
If they have to go song for song, Drake's going to destroy him.
Listen.
You destroy him. I agree with that. That's an interesting.
It's a different time, bro.
Diametric. Right.
It's a different time.
I agree.
So I'm good on the summer. I love it. It's a lot of singing on one side and it's a lot of rapping on the other side. The internet had me dying because I saw that they put Drake on with a do-rag for side A and then he put a bonnet on him for side B. I love it.
And just for the record, well, yeah,
the song he got with Michael Jackson.
Joe Jackson got to heaven, put that motherfucker to work, didn't he? You're gonna make a song with Drake, goddamn! You're gonna make a song with Drake.
What an asshole! Anyway, Scorpion is averaging 10 million streams per hour.
Yeah, he's killing it
on Spotify.
Drake has more money. I really think Drake probably makes more money than any entertainer.
Listen,
It's
become the first album to pass 1 billion streams in the United States in its first week of release. Now, top that.
Yeah, Pusha doesn't know numbers like that.
Anyway, I love it. I think he did a decent job. I love the Don't Matter to Me song with Michael Jackson. He got features on there with Jay-Z, Ty Dolla $igns, DJ Premier. Oh my God, DJ Premier's Sandra's Rose.
He's a monster.
It's like, let me tell you something about DJ Premier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, he is just, he's timeless.
The amazing part
he's
to
timeless.
me,
the Sandra Rose. Did you hear that?
Yeah. The amazing part to me, it used to be all about, like, you could tell a Premier beat 100 miles away. You know what I mean? Like, now, you know it's a Premier beat, but is that really a Premier beat? He almost bit his own style. and then took it to the next level. Preem's an amazing dude. I would have loved to have heard that album with Nas with Premier.
Wow.
I said, or Ninth Wonder, somebody like that. The whole time I listened to it, I was like, this is really just a misplacement of where he's rhyming. But anyway.
Well, anyway, he's doing this thing. You should definitely check it out. Because like I said, I'm enjoying it. I don't care. Today is July 1st. Do you know that Best Buy is not selling any CDs anymore as of today? They've been talking about this for the past 2 years. And it's official today. So if you want a CD, you better go to Target or Walmart.
Can't go to Toys R Us. That shit's over too.
So, what else? Oh, did you want to say something about Joe Jackson? Because you know you're a piece of shit.
R.I.P. Joe Jackson.
You got to say R.I.P. to Joe Jackson.
Really, really an amazing...
He's a music legend maker.
What he did is amazing. What he did is tantamount to what Joseph Kennedy did. You know, he got 2 senators, an attorney general, a president, JFK's father.
Okay.
Like just a patriarch. Patriarch?
Same shit.
Yeah. He really Joe Kennedy started a movement of politicians, and what Joe Jackson did is incredible.
It
How
is.
many gold records did his kids produce? Platinum records did his kids produce? Even fucking Reeby got a song.
You stupid.
He did Centipede. Who the fuck else can make a
Centipede
stupid...
is
I'm saying.
classic.
Never heard from her again, right?
Don't need to.
Never heard from her again.
I remember in what was it, 1992, when Michael Jackson was doing an interview with Oprah, and Michael said when he was talking about his father, it just stood out to me that he said, every time he came to see me, I would physically feel sick, and I would literally start to regurgitate.
I'm sure Mitch
Right?
Blood Green probably had those same feelings when he sees Mike Tyson.
And when Joe was questioned about what Michael said, Joe replied and said, he regurgitates all the way to the bank. What the hell is wrong?
It could have been worse.
It's so horrible.
Gary, Indiana is the hood.
Yo,
They came from the hood and really ended up in
Oh,
Beverly Hill
my
Mansion.
God.
So
But anyway.
they can't be mad. Those ass whoopings were well worth it.
Anyway, R.I.P. to Joe Jackson.
Yeah.
I think we're getting the finger.
Yeah, it was a good show, though.
It's not a rap, though. It's the middle finger.
I see it all the time.
Leshea show is on.
Oh, boy.
Where are we?
You need to start writing this down.
We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on WhoMag Multimedia, we're on iTunes, we're on Mixcloud. If you missed today's show, you can always catch us on the following Tuesday at brooklynradio.com. And happy birthday, Dennis. Dennis' birthday was, what was it, day before yesterday. Where else are we? Oh, soon we're going to be on IGTV.
Instagram.
Ow!
Yeah,
We
that's
popping in these streets.
Yeah, popping.
Where you gonna be?
Pop. Me?
Yeah.
Home.
Stupid. What's your handle?
Real JF.
Oh, Jesus. We see y'all next week, y'all.
Yeah, happy 4th of July.
The Shay Show.